Moving on to front wheel bearings now. This side has this speedometer gear drive on it and a seal, but I can see that, or feel that, there's no way this drift is going to catch the bearing on the other side. I hope I have better luck turning this thing over. This side has a seal, and I think I have the same problem. What am I going to do? Okay, here we have an outer washer that's dished, and this speedo drive goes into some slots in here. This bearing will be a whole lot simpler to get out because it's not recessed nearly as far as this bearing, which is recessed way down. Since I'm not able to catch the bearing on the other side, I'm wondering if I can push the wheel axle spacer out from this side, pushing the bearing on the other side. I think that's my only hope. Please work, and don't damage that wheel spacer in there. No, the wheel spacer is now damaged. Shit. I don't think I recommend this method, but I went into Ken's tool and die shop. I took a handle off of an old screwdriver. My first attempt at bending the tip broke off, so I had to get out the MAP gas and heat this thing up and get a bend on it. I did some other grinding on the tip so that it would hopefully grab that bearing in there. I still wasn't able to get a nice bite on that the bearing down there. The wheel spacer, axle spacer is so snug there was just nothing there. So I went from this end. I can get it to bite right here like this, and I did get the other bearing started. I know I've made a little bit of a mess of that spacer in there, but I think it'll clean up. Is the thing coming out? No. What's it doing? Go back to this method. I got a bearing. Yeah, this will be fine. I just need to file a little tiny bit in there and there. But it'll work. There's one bearing. This one will be quite easy to take out now. I just measured the depth from this surface to the bearing surface, and it's 11 millimeters. It's got a nice deep socket on there. This should come right out. Yep. It's coming. Ooh. It's not in very good shape. And you can see I didn't do it much good, but I can clean this up quite easily. This surface right here is still extremely flat. I just have a little dent right here I'm going to file out. This side, this surface got a little damaged, but I'm going to tap it on my disc sander. Then I have another little spot here to clean up on the inside. Alright, I took this to the disc sander and took 1/1000th off of this side and 1/2 billionth off of this side. I had to clean up the inside with a file, and I think we're good to go. I'm getting quite the accumulation of tools here for this wheel bearing job. A lot of stuff. I was all proud of myself getting this thing all taken apart and trying to figure out how I'm going to press the new bearing in and stuff. And I look over here And I picked up this bearing and I'm like, what the heck is this that I mangled up? Looks like there's right there, a flange spacer. Damn it. That I'm going to have to order. And for my own reference, it goes to the inside on this speedometer side. Well, that's disappointing. I was hoping to finish this today. I bet I could fix this part if I really tried, but I did order some, 3 of them. I only need 1. I don't think it's a critical part, it's just stamped. Anyway, I think it's best to just replace it with a Yamaha part and not try to fix this thing. I can get one side done today. Here's my frozen bearing. Real crooked. There. That one's in. There's the stack I have over here. This socket fit perfectly into the recess down in there. And that one's going to need a little persuasion. Blue Loctite on all of these screws. And the left side rotor. This one's ready for a tire and almost all done. I just have to wait for this part that I ordered to come in. This wheel spacer part came in. It's that part number. I'll be darned if it doesn't look anything like, well, I shouldn't say it doesn't look anything like. It looks like maybe they cheapened the part up. This thing's got kind of a double flange, an inner and an outer flange. This just has the inner one. I suppose I need to press it on to this spacer. I don't know if it'll go this way or this way. I think I'm going to put it on this way. I believe its only function is to keep this wheel spacer kind of in position so you can slide the axle through. It's just a stamped piece of steel, so it can't be doing too much. I just used my horizontal press and pressed this thing on there like so. So it's going to sit inside the wheel like that. Again, I think the function of that flange thing is just for when you put the axle through. It keeps it from shoving way out of the way where you can't even get the axle in there at all. This is going to be the brute force method. It's almost in. I just need to nudge that wheel spacer over a little bit to be able to get the axle to slide through. And there we go. I think I got it. And last but not least, a few more parts to go in there. To get this seal fully seated, I just very carefully tapped around the edges with this big socket, and it's in there. I put a little grease on the lip in there. The front wheel's done. Here's the other side. You might spy an ugly part right there. Don't tell anyone. Another part I forgot to refinish, but I'll get to it. It's going to have to be spray bombed. You might have noticed those wheels are missing one other item. These guys coming up next.